It's week 4 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the... And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they're throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I can cover return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The numbers for White a week ago, 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. White, well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would have been.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
A good number of coaches, anytime they call an in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Mayfield on play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go play action. Mayfield. Touchdown! Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mayfield off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Once again, it's White.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play fake. Mayfield.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some...
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Buccaneers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Carr.
On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bucs 8-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Carr going to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
Now that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
For a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On play action, it's Carr. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Buccaneers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.